evening. It's Brett and Cindy, Tea and Living.
Our garden talk.
That's a little late.
Yeah, we're up very late.
Well,
we did put out a video earlier though. I guess that kind of took the place of it. But
there's a reason this garden talk's a little later. We actually wanted to hear the adult version of me, not the little kid version of me.
That's true. I don't know, they might have enjoyed it. I don't think they understood all of it.
I was going to say, I don't think they could have understood me very well.
We speeded the film up. It'd really been interesting. Huh?
It would have been. Yes, I've had a bout this week with my head not, what do you call it? Firing on all cylinders is what we call it. Messes my speech up. Sometimes I talk like a, what, 2, 3-year-old child.
Something like that.
Yeah, but it helps. Back to normal a little bit more today. Still have a little bit of the,
Mentioned that video that we made earlier. We made a collaboration video we was called out by Hurricane Homestead. It was the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you hadn't seen it, it's in our listing. Been a lot of them going around. It's been a pretty good size collaboration.
The ugly's gotten fixed a little bit. We do have a little rain.
It finally did rain a little bit the other day.
What did we end up? You pumped 100 gallons over to the reserves? Or the little gardens tanks?
Thereabouts.
And it was drizzling a while ago. So maybe we can fill up, at least maybe over the course of the weekend. It's saying we're going to get rain this weekend. Keep saying we're going to get rain this weekend. Yes, the weather says we're supposed to get rain. So maybe we'll fill up our big holding tank.
That's what I was saying earlier on my other video.
Yeah.
Made one about rain catchment and our little improvement we did to our rain catchment. Yeah, we're hoping for a full tank over the weekend.
No.
I don't want it all at one time now.
Oh, no.
Our garden is on the slope, and we prefer for it to stay on that slope and not wash the bottom. But
we have, I am very surprised. Oh, I moved them over there. Our cucumber plants in the garden, they look dead to me. The other day, I thought, well, I'll be pulling them up pretty soon. I started to weed them, and I thought, I don't even waste my time weeding these. I'm fixing to pull them up because they're not going to put anything else on. Brett comes in today with 3 cucumbers.
nice ones.
Nice cucumbers. Nice as like.
The plant is so rough.
Yeah, my mom asked me the other day if we had any cucumbers because we're going to have a family dinner tomorrow night, and I was like, no, not at the moment. I don't think. Unless it rains, we probably won't have any by then. We ended up with 3.
Because it rained.
Yeah, because it rained.
It rained just a few minutes on Thursday, or no, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
While we was gone, it rained while we was gone from here.
Yeah.
Everything budded back out. Everything turned dark green. It just completely turned the garden around.
It surprised me how much those cucumber plants have put out, even after it looked like they were dead. And the ones growing up on the side of the porch over here are really looking good.
If you count the half barrel they're in, it's probably 7 foot tall out there now. I've got a video I made earlier. I hadn't got it uploaded yet. Maybe I can just put it on this video.
I am so surprised at how big they're getting. And they're starting to put blooms on too.
Yeah, they're loaded with metal blooms, but they don't have any cucumbers yet. But I've found some of them is starting to look like they might. But that's the usual typical thing. It starts out with a bunch of flowers.
Oh man, I forgot to even go check the beans this evening. I bet they're probably getting some good beans on it.
We might be able to pick beans tomorrow. Huh?
Maybe.
They got they just wasn't putting out nothing.
We're making it get us some beans in the morning. Tomatoes are really.
Oh Lord.
We have plenty.
I canned tomatoes again today. Squash, zucchini, and okra, and apples.
Apples.
We're still peeling apples.
We're about to see the bottom of this big bucket of apples. That is the most apples. Me and Samantha were talking today. We thought for sure No, that's not the bucket. That's just a drop in the bucket.
Oh, you got one there, and I've got one here.
Those big gray totes they sell at the dollar store, we had it almost completely full.
We got a bucket over there. It's got something.
Oh, it's just. But I mean,
It's a real blessing.
I told Samantha, goes, Mama, you planted an apple tree and you didn't expect apples off of it? I said, no, honey, I expected apples. I just didn't expect that many apples.
Not off that little tree.
Not off that one little tree. Whew.
Hey, you did find something you liked out of this.
What?
Apple jelly.
Oh, yes, the apple jelly. He makes real good apple jelly. I told my mom I'd bring her some apples and I'd bring her some of his apple jelly because it is so good.
But you never, well, you really didn't eat much jelly anyway other than grapes, but now that you've had some homemade apple.
Ooh, it's so good. I told him I could sit down with a jar and just eat the jar. And
It was actually crab apple, or mostly crab apple.
not the one you gave me this morning, wasn't it? It was what we peeled last night of these little things.
I'm talking about the first one you tried that you actually found
Oh,
out you liked apple
yeah.
jelly. It was mostly crab apple. Our crab apple didn't have enough to make one good batch, but it got close.
We peeled a bunch of these little ones last night, and he made the jelly out of it today. And there was just a little left in the pod, so he said, try this, and I was just like, I could sit down with that jar.
We put them in the crock pot and cook them really slow. That way I can put them in late at night and they'll cook all night. And next morning I can make jelly. I don't have to wait in the middle of the night or late in the afternoon to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Catch it while it's cold.
Oh, man.
Our spaghetti squash is about to bloom.
Yay.
I put them out the other day and the hot weather was about to get to them, the dryness. We was toting water to them, but really wasn't having it. Two of them was about ready to die when it rained. Now they've got blooms on them, they're a couple inches taller.
Rain city water just doesn't do
Yeah,
a lot for them.
We had rainwater in the holding tank somewhere, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
You just couldn't pour enough on it to get to the roots.
Yeah.
All we've done is keep it alive.
Well, we needed soaking rain where it just kept raining and the ground would soak it up and it just keep pouring. Because you can pour water, but sometimes you just can't get enough on it that the ground just don't suck it all dry. Especially around here.
It was drying out today from the rain we got Wednesday.
What was the other one we planted? You planted spaghetti squash, and what was that other thing?
We planted eggplant, but they're not growing very quickly yet. We've got to do something, boost them up. They're dragging behind. So
Dragging their feet. Dragging their feet.
Need to up-pot them, put some better stuff in it.
Yeah.
Need to push them a little bit.
Make them work for their living. Make them earn their keep.
Make the soil a little hot and so they won't start jumping up a little higher.
That big boy watermelon. Oh, yeah. I know I jumped the thing. But when you said work them, I was thinking about eating.
Eating all that watermelon?
Brent keeps, he carved off the, what do you call the stuff around the edges?
I cut it in half and then I quartered it and I cut off the rind.
No, that's it.
Cut off all the extra white.
And he put it all down in a bowl.
Part together.
And the other night he did this, and I sat down with the bowl and I ate the whole bowl. And then he refilled the bowl. I sat down with it tonight and ate the whole bowl. I'm hoping for long we don't have another bowl because I just seem to sit down with the bowl and eat it.
That was a large watermelon. Even cutting all the rind and all the extra white off, it still made way too much. It should have actually stayed in the garden a little longer.
Yeah.
But it had a bad spot in the bottom. We pulled it early.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling how big that thing would have got.
I bet it was at least 20, 30, 40 pounds.
Something gouged a hole or ate a hole in the bottom of it, and it was just before running the whole melon, so we pulled it and brought it in. Let it sit for a few days. Hopefully it would get ripe on the inside.
And the kicker is there's about 6 or 7 more out there just like it.
There's a big one out there right now hanging from the fence.
I gotta finish this one first.
It's not hardly as big as that yet, but it's working on it.
I love watermelon. I can't eat it every day, but like every few days. What's like today?
And that cause
I don't.
problems.
I don't think I drank enough water, so I thought, well, watermelon would be a good snack to have, and I can get my water.
Too much watermelon can cause a problem, you know.
Yeah, you might run for a few days. That's why I don't do it every day. And when I say a bowl, I'm not talking about a bowl. I'm talking about a bowl. I mean, it's not a big bowl.
There's something we hadn't covered. I just thought of.
Oh no, what did we not?
We got some mason jars the other day. We got them from the clothing closet, our church's clothing closet. Well, we got a really good deal on them things.
Oh yeah.
They sell everything off at a small price anyway. Everything there is cheap.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good ministry. But they had, I don't know, 3 or 4 boxes of jars sitting there, and she made us a deal we couldn't refuse.
Oh yeah.
We brought home a bunch of jars, a bunch of canning jars, quarts and pints, and a few it's in between. I'm not sure what you call them, but they're kind of oddball sizes, but they're real handy. And the other day, one of our, I guess you can say friend and a co-worker,
Yep, she's a good buddy.
texted and asked if we need some more canning jars. I said, sure, we'll take some. They dropped off 4 boxes of canning jars on our porch. Unbeknownst to, we didn't know they was outside.
I was waiting on them. I kept waiting on them. We're like, well, we got to go because I was supposed to meet my grandmother in town. But we go outside, and there they were.
I want to take this time to thank them for them, though. We appreciate them. We appreciate
Oh,
what
yeah.
they did. We know they do watch at times, so we're hoping they do watch this one so they can hear us say thank you again.
I think we've already filled up the clothing closet once, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we've
I
used all
I
that.
brought them. And we started in on the ones that our buddies brought the other day. We
The
got a
lady
few of
from
them
the
out
clothing
today.
closet last year gave us a whole bunch of jars.
Yeah.
She'd been gifted basically a truckload of them.
Yeah. A lot.
She divided it with us and gave us a bunch of them. I don't know how many she got and how many we got total, but we had a lot of jars in, so we're getting ready to use them. They was still full. We had to clean them out. It wasn't bad. I mean, whoever canned them, I don't know who they was, but
Oh yeah, that
they
was
knew what they
a
was doing.
wonderful job.
them tops was stuck better than any top I ever seen on a canning jar. Some of them we had the prize off of the can opener. Whoever done it knew how to can. It was on there super glue apparently.
Oh yeah.
It pulled the rings off the lids.
We've got them out. We've got them cleaned out, and they've soaked, and we're fixing to start using them for long.
Well, we would have used them already, but they was further away. We stored them out
Yeah,
Out
we
next to the
stored them
shed.
out at the shop, and these were
right on the porch.
porch. We kind of yeah, we got lazy on walking for them.
Kind of short-footed that one. But
We used the ones that was closest to us first, and then we go to the ones that are out in the shop. But it's just the production of it. Now our green beans haven't brought on what we usually have by this time, but I think the weather kind of stunned them or something because
they're really not doing what they're supposed to. We're hoping they'll make a great turnaround.
well, I think
After
they
this
will.
rain, I'm hoping they'll make a turnaround and get more beans. We're putting some up, but mostly it's fresh eating.
Yeah, we eat them and then we freeze what we don't eat out of the box because we have yet to get enough to do a canning at one time.
I looked at the jars. We have the dates on them. Last year about this time, we was canning beans faster than we could.
Oh, I was so sick of breaking beans. We would sit here with 5-gallon buckets and break beans. We haven't had that this year, but it's okay. It's still going to happen. It's just the late bloomers.
We got a lot of unique beans too growing, like the speckled butter peas and the dragon tongue beans. And we did swap kinds of pole beans this year too. That might be another issue. We didn't plant what we did last year.
Yeah.
We thought last year needed improvement, but I kind of like last year's better now.
Well,
Maybe it was a bad idea to
we
change
tried
seeds.
new things, and some of the seeds I think were given to us and stuff. So.
All these was given to us other than the The first, the speckled butter peas and the dragon tongue, we bought them, but all the green beans was given to us.
Yeah, so we was just trying to use what we had.
We've got 4 different kinds of green beans planted. And so far, none of them's been impressive, so it might change when the weather changes, but
Well, it's also went from being mild, it was warm, then cold, then warm, then mediocre, and then scalding hot. So I don't think the beans really know how to handle that. And then we had to fight the rabbits. The rabbits kept trying to eat them. So by the time we got them all figured out and everything,
it was miserable hot and
it
dry.
was scalding hot and dry. So maybe now that we've got the bunnies taken care of where they can't get to them, and the rain is starting to come in, and it's supposed to be cooler weather next week, so maybe they can finally not feel like they're scalding. Oh!
This is the year of the tomato, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
We're covered in tomatoes.
We got a peach off our trees. First peaches we've gotten off the trees yet that survived.
In the last few years. 2016 or 17 is the last time we actually got a harvest of peaches. But we didn't get but 9 this time. The weather took care of most of them.
Yeah, that frost, I think, stumped most of them.
2 or 3 storms blowed them off.
Yeah. But we actually got some good peaches. I mean, they're nice looking peaches.
Got some bad wind this spring. Some bad storms.
Yeah, because there's several of them knocked off, and I got to mow over.
We figured out what that teal color in the sky means.
Yeah.
When you see
hide.
When you see teal in the sky instead of blue
Hide.
or green, it's time to run.
Hide. That is a surefire way of saying, weather's about to get really, really bad.
Quickly.
I've never seen that color in the sky before, ever. I know what it means now, because I know a tornado went right over our house. It formed and jumped our house.
And they tore the roof off 2 houses, 2 buildings in front of us.
Uh-huh.
He tore the underpinning off the house in front of us and blowed it in our yard.
Yeah.
And tore their shed roof up.
I just don't think it completely, fully formed.
Got to our garden and it seemed like it picked up and went right over the top.
Yep.
We were just thankful it went over, not through.
Yeah. But that color means run, hide, get inside. Yeah, that hurt the peaches real bad.
We're going to have to do a garden tour. It's the end of the month.
Yeah, it is. This is actually the last day of the month. Tomorrow's August 1st.
Like I said, it's the end of the month. Our buell corn is, if you count the tips of the leaves, they're probably getting close to 5 foot tall.
Cool.
The last 2 days, they look like they almost doubled. I know they didn't, but it seems that way. They've grown so much. And they're tossing. So it ain't going to be long.
Alright, yeah.
When the tassel will start sticking out, it's what, 4 or 5 weeks probably before you get corn? 6, I don't know. Depends on what kind it is, I'm sure. But
I just know when he goes, here, it's time to shuck and clean, I know it's ready.
we got July, August, sometime another in September probably.
Probably.
We had it growing technically in June. We growed them in propagation trays. First time I ever grew corn in a propagation tray. But we didn't grow much of it. It's just a trial to see if we like it. It's supposed to have the good old-timey flavor.
I mean, I'm interested to see what it tastes like.
It's open pollinated heirloom corn, so we can save the seed, plant as much of it as we want next year.
Something else happened this week. Our daughter made a small announcement this week. She put it on Facebook. We're going to be grandparents.
That's scary, ain't it?
I don't know. Can the kid... we tried to talking about that, you know. We have someone closer to the ground that can help pick them potatoes up next year. Well, probably the year after.
You have to give them a couple years.
Yeah, we got to give them a couple of years.
You ain't never got your children to pick up potato hardly.
Yeah, but I can do something with a grandchild I probably would have never done. I didn't do with our own children.
You can make it fun, huh?
Make it fun. Grammy will give you $20 to fill this bucket up. Let me tell you, them youngins will fill them buckets up for some money.
Yeah, they no money.
Or you go to the dollar store and buy them a toy.
Dollar General junk.
Mm-hmm. I let them take it home. But yeah, she put it on Facebook and it was just like, oh, has a little boots. So that was cool. Granddaddy. Yeah.
You got another veggie that you hadn't mentioned, or a fruit.
Our cantaloupe.
We've been getting cantaloupe.
I forgot about that.
Our okra's about trained.
It's about time. You've worked on it all summer.
Mm-hmm. Starting to put out quite a bit now, so apparently it's adhered to the training.
Adhered.
Bent to my will, I guess.
Yep.
I actually got the canned okra today. We canned it for frying, but I like it. I tried a little bit of it, and I really like the way it turns out after it's cooked.
I still don't like okra. He's got me to try a lot of things. Okra is still one of those things I don't like.
It. You like my salsa.
Mm-hmm.
You like the squash and zucchini, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like the apple jelly. I found out also something this week. I like peanut butter and crackers.
Like peanut butter and crackers.
You got me to try one of those. I'm trying new things, but okra is not one of those things that I like. It's a texture thing. I just can't get over the texture of it, I guess.
We're trying to get where we're canning more of our stuff instead of freezing it. So, and she's learning new foods when we try some of this stuff, because we have to cook it and try it and see if we actually like it. Like the okra or the squash and zucchini.
Tells me I can't say I don't like it till I try it. I may try okra again when we fry it up after we've had it canned and see what it tastes like. Who knows? My taste buds might change between now and then.
Our spaghetti sauce wasn't bad. You
Oh,
liked it.
it was really good. Really good. I can't wait to get the spaghetti squash and the spaghetti sauce together. Those will be good, good.
Well, listen to that. We're getting a hard rain.
Woo!
I hadn't heard that noise in a long time.
I thought...
We've had it dark, we could actually see it. I turned the camera for it.
I was fixing to ask you, didn't you turn the air conditioner on? I thought it was turning on.
You're getting some water in your
Yay!
rain catchment out there.
That's
I don't
good.
know. This week hasn't been as bad as a lot of them. It's kind of slowed down. It was so dry, we really wasn't getting as much out of the garden. But
Yeah.
we still got more tomatoes than I ever figured this week.
Oh, yeah.
I kept putting them back. I put them in the refrigerator after we get them good and red. Try to build them up. I work 4 days a week. I can do it on Friday and knock a lot of this stuff out. Because I do the canning. She don't like the pressure canning.
I don't can.
So I save them from basically Sunday to Thursday. Try to take care of everything on Friday or Saturday and start saving again for the next week.
Oh, yeah.
We went through 3 cases of jars today, basically.
That's good.
Got lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm. We'll have stuff to share. Just like tomorrow, my mom asked if we had some green beans for the dinner, and I'm like, yeah, I can bring the green beans. I haven't garden fresh green beans.
Now we loaded the car up for your grandmother last weekend. I guess we're loading it up for your mama this weekend.
Yep.
Because you were going to send her apples and green
Tomatoes.
beans and tomatoes and...
It makes snatch one of them cantaloupes to go with us.
It's good we
Give it a
got
try.
enough to share. The
Yeah.
Lord blessed us with enough we can share with others.
I like giving stuff to people. Now, how much do I owe you? Nothing. Just be blessed.
Yeah.
Well, I've run out of things to say. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's pretty well the week, ain't it?
Yeah.
It keeps us busy, but it don't sound like much when you talk about it.
No?
It takes a lot more time to do it than it does talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Always does.
You got a job, extra job this week too. So
Working with my daughter.
you're no longer going to get your dirt therapy as much. You're going to be getting your therapy in other ways.
Working for the local hotel, cleaning rooms. And it's actually a lot more fun than I thought.
But things have gotten a little busier in one way, but
Oh, yeah. I still get dirt therapy. I just do them on my days off. But it is fun. It goes along with my school job, so.
You get to work side by side with your daughter.
It's really fun because she's the one who, she's been working there.
She's the lead
So she
person.
trained me. She's the lead person. She trained me. It asked if I had any housekeeping experience. I said I've been married for over 26 years and raised 2 children. Thought, well, if that didn't qualify, I didn't think if that didn't qualify me, I don't know if anything else will.
Had to clean up after all of us. That might count.
But it's been a lot of fun. It's not real big. It's only got a few rooms, but the boss is great and friendly atmosphere. It's wonderful. I'm enjoying it.
Well, we get to enjoy it a little bit longer because school's been delayed, so
Yep.
we're home for another couple of weeks.
Yep.
Well, you're home for a couple more weeks where you can work that job. I still work every day, but they still work me 4 days a week in the school system anyway.
Yeah.
We always find something to do.
Cleaning up stuff and getting things ready. Well, actually, this week I've got to go out to the school and do some stuff too. So.
And I'm sure we've entertained long enough. We've told them about our boring week.
It's been actually entertaining.
It is for us anyway. I hope they enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, that's the weekend here at Tennessee Living, or TN Living. I keep wanting to call it Tennessee Living, but it's TN Living.
That's a magazine. That's really, we can't
Yeah.
do that.
But that's our week here at TN Living, and
Good fun filled.
fully full and very interesting. But we pray that you guys have had a great week. Look forward to next week and the adventure that it brings. And we thank you for watching.
God bless.